Hello! Today we're going to be finally completing Mafia, the definitive edition. The game is developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K. It was released on September 25th of 2020. Now the objective of this series is simple. Finish what I started however long ago by completing every remaining achievement. There are a total of 43 achievements. I currently own these 29, and in this video we'll be completing the remaining 14. We'll start our completion by going into Free Roam, which is the game mode where we'll be spending over half of our time, as it provides us with most of the map to explore. We start by obtaining a motorcycle, which will help us obtain our first achievement, where we must perform a wheelie for 3 seconds to become a stunt rider. We will now take that same bike and hit this police officer's car, which will get him flustered enough to thank us for pulling over. We talk about it being his fault, but we get hit with the fine instead. Paying it will complete our second achievement, Lined Pockets. Third is obtained just as quickly. We lockpick the first car we see, and it turns out to be the 5th one we needed to become a car enthusiast. Speaking of cars, we're now in search of hidden vehicles. We're given clues on their locations from postcards found on this wall. I forgot to record picking them up, so just squint your eyes a bit and believe they're still on here. We can view them in our collections at least. Once we find the first location, we unlock the achievement on the trail, and then get to drive off with a fancier car in search of the others. However, before that, we'll stop at this house to pick up a cozy outfit. I'm not sure why there are no achievements attached to finding outfits, but anyway. After finding all the remaining hidden cars, we obtain our 5th achievement, Car Thief number 1. Hell yeah, that's us, baby. We'll now go from the fastest cars in the game to the slowest. We have to make this Bolt Ace reach over 50 miles an hour, which we do by keeping it straight as possible going down a hill. Topping us at a whopping 55 miles an hour will provide us the achievement That Motor Can Move. The final car-related achievement we need here is Motor Museum, which is obtained by collecting at least 30 vehicles in our garage. We do this by entering as many vehicles as possible. Each unique one we sit in will be added to our garage automatically, allowing us to drive them whenever we wish. The catch here is that some vehicles have a very low spawn chance, so it took me a while just driving around aimlessly until a car I didn't recognize appeared from thin air. It was a while. That now puts us halfway done the remaining achievements required to perfect the game, but we're not at a free roam just yet. We'll now spend several hours driving around looking for cigarette cards, magazines, foxes, and any other remaining collectibles we can find. We won't be able to find them all, however, because a lot are locked to story-specific chapters. But hey, that's okay, because we have to replay the entire game anyway, this time on the hardest difficulty known as Classic. Now, if you care about story spoilers, I'm letting you know now, I will be spoiling random portions of it going forward. If that is a problem, consider subscribing or checking out my full completionist reviews. Anyway, we now start our classic playthrough by zooming through the first few chapters to reach chapter 5, named Fair Play, where we'll need to make our way to the racetrack garages in search of our opponent's car. However, we'll find our last cigarette card a building away from the car we'll need to destroy later, providing us our full set. After the race in the same chapter, we're supposed to drive our drunk friend Polly home. However, he mentions on the way there he wants to get with a lady at the Blue Tropics. So, once we arrive at his house, we drive right past. Of course we're gonna help our man tonight. We make our way to this unmarked location called the Blue Tropics, which is a nightclub. We drop him off, claim our not classy achievement, and be on our way. Jumping over to Chapter 9, A Trip to the Country, we pick up a mysterious fox alongside a Terror Tales magazine. 2 added on to the 172 total collectibles, most of which I somehow missed my first playthrough. On that note, let's quickly hop over to Chapter 17, which is the election campaign, where we will find the final mysterious fox sitting at the bottom of the guard tower. Dominating the fox scene, we can continue up the tower to finally murder. Chapter 18, Just for Relaxation, is where we'll find our last Super Pulp Science magazine, sitting on the office table inside a giant warehouse. This provides us with the Lending Library achievement for finding them all. On a chapter later called Moonlighting, we'll find our final Gangsters Monthly comic sitting on a table above Polly's house, just before we're supposed to visit him. This will provide us 2 achievements, Picture Book Connoisseur for finding the last comic, and the whole story for completing all other collections. Except the outfits, I guess. That now leads us on to our final chapter, number 20, The Death of Art. We'll need to head to the art gallery and hope for Sam's financial help to let us escape our life of crime, only to be met with guns drawn. We'll find out a lot of dirty secrets I won't spoil, but Sam is now our final boss fight. We'll have to chase him through the entire gallery, killing all the men he hired to protect them, until we ultimately have a one-on-one conversation, where he just can't seem to keep his mouth shut. We're now a man-made man, unlocking the final achievement required to perfect Mafia the Definitive Edition, which leads us into multiple final cutscenes concluding the story. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Let me know what you thought down below, or if you'd like to see a review of it from me. Subscribe so you never miss a video, and until next time, Take care.
Remember that money, jobs, even best pals will come and go. But family is forever.